Dear Brian Barczyk, I met you years ago at a reptile show. You probably don't remember me. It was one of my first big shows, and I saw you there. I think I just went to go pick up some feeders or something, and I saw you, and I remember oh my god, it's Brian Barczyk. So I ran up to him and I said hi, and immediately I was greeted with warmth and a look like from someone that's just been your friend a long time. There was no weirdness, there was no prima donna-ness, there was nothing negative or bad in him. It was just this guy with his family checking out the reptile show, kind of with a smile imprinted on his face. And with everything that's going on, I don't know, felt like making a little personal video just to share the experience that you've been able to give to me and probably so many other people. So the first time that I started watching Brian's videos, it was the Snake Bites TV. I used to, it's I don't even know, in 2008, it was around 2008, I used to go to Hamilton. I'm in Toronto, so I'd travel about an hour away to go visit my girlfriend who was at university in Hamilton. McMaster. She was at McMaster, and often she'd have to do homework and do things, and while she'd be doing her homework and stuff, I would go on YouTube and watch videos, and some of the videos that I would watch would be Snake Bites TV. I don't know if I even had reptiles at the time. I didn't even have reptiles at the time. I wasn't really into them, but Brian was always entertaining. He, back then there was this guy always getting bit by snakes, and it was just cheap entertainment. But it's always kind of been there. And then later on in life, when I started getting into reptiles and got my first snake and started doing more research, there's always been so much content thanks to Brian. I think Brian's probably made more reptile content than anyone else. I can't think of anyone that's made as much reptile content as Brian. And he's taught us things. He's taught us things through sharing his knowledge that it's never seemed like something that... Brian's never seemed like a person that's ever wanted to keep anything from anyone. And lots of people that get bigger tend to do that. They get big and then they feel like they're special and they don't want to share with everyone, or they just want to share what they think will be beneficial for themselves. And Brian has never been that type of person. I just think of certain videos. I think of this one. I don't know if the guy was Chewy or what his name was, but he just getting bit the most times. And it was entertaining. It was very entertaining. But then when I think of educational, I think of Brian teaching us how to build your own incubator out of one of those, what are they called? The things you put ice in, a cooler. Building an incubator out of a cooler. And I think that's probably one of his most viewed videos to date. But he taught us how to do little DIY stuff and entertained us and showed us all these cool things and shared his life with us. And it got to the point where he just made so much content that you couldn't really keep up with it. And I'd always watch him here and there, but lately I've been a Brian Barczyk addict. I've been watching all of his videos and seeing everything that's going on and kind of rediscovering Brian, which it's sad because it's all the stuff that he's going through. You want to know what's happening. We want to know what's going on. And he shares all of that with us. I've even been on his Twitter. He just posted 2 hours ago that he felt bad. Someone he respected helped raise money for him and told him he felt duped because he was raising money for him and his family, not to build an aquarium. But the aquarium is what will help my family to live if things don't work out for me. Like, look, if you're going to support Brian and give him money, let him do whatever the heck he wants with it. And Brian, if you get money from someone, do whatever you want with it. And don't give someone money if you're not willing to let them kind of do what they want. It's just that's just terrible. It's like when someone gives you a gift and they do it for themselves. Like that's all that is. If someone's just giving you money and saying, I'm going to give you this money, but here I only want you to do this, you know? Brian, if you want to go and go have a party, you know? Like if I was Brian, I would the number one thing would be family. You know, I'd probably sell a whole pile of stuff and try and spend the rest of my life vacationing with my family. That's what I would want to do. I don't think I'd care to spend every day sharing everything with everyone. But the thing with Brian is he's been an addict to this, to being able to talk to people, to being able to share with audiences, and it's something that is an addiction. It feels good, especially when you have basically 4 million subscribers. So think of how a rock star would feel, and it might be hard for a normal person to imagine, but just imagine those moments, the moments where you have thousands and millions of people watching you, and you're performing and you get a rush off of that. You can't get that rush just doing it yourself. You get that rush from other people. Being around other people gives you an energy, and I've always felt that way. I've always been addicted to that myself. There's nothing that feels like being on a stage, and for me, it was like competing in hairstyling competitions, going up on stage and doing these competitions, and those moments are when you feel alive. And for Brian, he spent basically his life building an audience and entertaining people and putting on a show for everyone and giving them part of his life. So when he gets to do this and go on camera and have hundreds of thousands of people, millions even, watching him, that it's an addiction, it's a rush, and he loves it, and he's done it more than most. Like he's part of a tiny percentage of YouTubers that have made it, and it's hard. It's not easy. Anyone that looks at any successful YouTuber and thinks that it's easy for them to stay up there, it's not. It's something that you can work on every day for years and still fail, still not, succeed in growing the audience that you would like to. But Brian's done that, and he's kept it up, and good for him. But now, even after achieving everything, if you have everything, and he doesn't, because he keeps working for more to get a bigger, thing, to get this big aquarium set up. He has goals, and having those kind of goals, whatever it is, small one, big ones, working towards those goals is more enjoyable than achieving anything. There's people that you can see, like another example would be like Elon Musk. Elon Musk doesn't need to work at all. He can just live the rest of his life with the money he has, but instead he puts all that money back into developing things, into progressing, into doing something else, because it's boring to succeed. It's actually any goal that you work towards, the moment that you achieve it is boring. So the best goals are the goals that you can work towards with no end. And the people that are the most successful and have the most joy in life are usually people that continue working towards goals. And Brian, you know, you've spent your life working towards these goals. And you don't want to stop. He doesn't want to stop. He wants to go until he's totally done. Or till he makes it. And I really hope he does. Part of me wants to say, Brian, just chill out. You did it. Like, you've done already more than most. Just go enjoy your family. Enjoy the time that you have. And make the best out of that. But I know the type of person that you are is not... You can't do that. You can't stop. You can't relax. You're just non-stop go, go, go. And that's special. You're a very special person. And I appreciate you. I appreciate everything you've done for the reptile community. I've enjoyed watching you through my teenage years to now being an adult. And I've been enjoying all your content lately. And I really hope that you get through this. And to everyone that gives Brian support, I don't think you should want anything back from Brian except for just the appreciation. You know, just thank you, you know? And it's just like, what kind of person are you if you're basically helping someone that might, you know, end up going? Like, how would that make you feel? Like, just... support Brian. Give him whatever you can. Do it from your heart, you know? And yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Just love to you and your family, Brian, and I really hope you get through this. And if you do, it'll be one hell of a story, right? I hope, yeah, okay, yeah. Anyways, yeah, I don't really know you, Brian, personally. It was nice to meet you. I've always enjoyed watching your channel, and Avery really enjoys watching you guys too. Avery is my little YouTube buddy. We'll watch various reptile people, but you've always been high energy and... non-stop, keep going. See, like, I get in front of the camera and I actually get shy and, like, weirded out. Like, I don't know what to say anymore, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna stop now because I don't know what to say. But, you know, Brian keeps going. Okay, one piece of advice for Brian. Stop telling us you're not gonna lie to us. That's one of my little, like, I don't know, it drives me nuts where it's like, okay, guys, you know what? I'm not going to lie to you, but this is happening. Okay, look over here. Hey, guys, you know what? I'm not going to lie to you. Stop telling us you're not going to lie to us. It sounds like you're lying to us, okay? Okay, cut that out of your vocabulary. Okay, love you, Brian. And, yeah, if you're not subscribed to Brian, go subscribe to Brian. Help him get his 4 million subscribers. Make it happen, okay? Toodaloo.